This image kind of sums up Phil Foden's current situation. Desperately trying to make it to the starting 11 of the English World Cup squad, Foden had to hobble off due to a rough challenge by Araujo. While the injury eventually didn't prove to be too bad, as Foden did play the next game against Japan, the fact that a player of his stature isn't assured a place in the English World Cup squad should be surprising, but it isn't. What is even more surprising is Foden is no longer assured a starting place in his club side either. Yes, Phil Foden no longer starts for Manchester City. Once a bona fide game changer for City, he not only no longer starts, he hardly even comes off the bench, and when he does, he seldom changes the game. And thus the obvious question is, what has happened to Phil Foden? Phil Foden has been one of the most important players to come out of the Manchester City's academy. Nobody can deny his talent. Dubbed the Stockport Iniesta, the born and bred Mancunian has already achieved what a lot of players can only dream of. He has been a major contributor to his boyhood club's recent successes, from the four-peat to the continental treble. Without going into much detail about Foden's rise to the top, because you can watch this video, it is apparent he has been one of Guardiola's biggest homegrown success stories since his arrival at the club. A two-time PFA Young Player of the Season and one-time Premier League Player of the Season, Manchester City Player of the Season, and even FWA Player of the Season, you would think he has progressed into the kind of world-beating player that his talent warrants. Just to make a baseline for Foden's elite level, since breaking into Man City's first team in the 2017-18 season, he has scored 110 goals and has provided 66 assists in 360 appearances across all competitions. That is 176 goal contributions over 9 seasons, during which he has played across every possible attacking position, from attacking midfield to right and left wing to false 9, you name it. He especially seemed to have made himself inevitable in the 2022-23 season, the season that is probably the most memorable season for every Man City fan, the season in which Man City won the continental treble. He proved to be one of the most important cogs in Guardiola's wheel. This was the season he hit double figures in goals scored in the Premier League for the first time, scoring 11 goals and assisting 5. He finished the season with 23 goal contributions across all competitions in 48 appearances. The next season, when City's biggest creative force Kevin De Bruyne struggled with injuries, he took the mantle and became one of the most important creative and goal-scoring forces for Man City. While City couldn't reach the heights of the previous season, and I mean, very few could emulate a treble-winning season, City did go on to win their 4th consecutive Premier League title, in large parts due to Phil Foden. Not only did he return his highest ever goal tally in a season thus far, scoring 19 goals in the Premier League and 27 across all competitions, he pretty much carried City through to the league title. He scored 8 goals in the final 6 games when City needed to win all their games in the title run-in. This included a hat-trick against Aston Villa, a brace against Brighton, and probably his most important 2 goals against West Ham on the final day when City were locked into an intense battle for the league title with Arsenal. The 2023-24 season saw Foden finish with 27 goals and 13 assists from 53 appearances across all competitions. He not only helped City win their 4th consecutive Premier League title, but also win the FIFA Club World Cup. He even hit his personal milestones as he was declared the Premier League Player of the Season, Manchester City Player of the Season, PFA Players Player of the Season, FWA Footballer of the Season, and made it into the PFA Team of the Season for the 2023-24 season. Everything felt coming up for Phil Foden, as if the sky was the limit. Then the 2024-25 season happened. To be fair, the 2024-25 season was poor for almost everyone in the City squad. After 4 consecutive Premier League titles, a taxing schedule, and the departure and aging of many City's key players, it was always going to have an impact sooner or later, and it felt everything came to a head in this one season. City's form became so bad that between 30th October and 26th December of 2024, City won only 1 game and lost 9 across all competitions. A true relegation form. Injuries and lack of form had ravaged the City team, and Foden was no exception to that. He struggled with form, fitness, and fatigue, and struggled to play full 90 minutes throughout the season, So much so that where he started 33 of the 35 games he appeared in the league in the last season, he only started 20 of the 28 appearances he made in this one. But his struggles really started even before the season had begun. He had a poor Euro 2024 and did not start a single game till the 7th league game of the season and did not play the full 90 minutes till the 9th league game. An ankle ligament injury suffered during the end of 2023-24 season also affected him, but what affected him the most were off-field things. He admitted that he was dealing with quote-unquote a lot of things going on off the pitch mentally. His form and fitness were such that he started only 2 of City's final 11 league games of the season, did not even appear in 5 of those games, and did not play full 90 minutes in any of those games. He finished the season with only 7 goals and 2 assists in the league from 28 appearances, a far cry from his 19 goals and 8 assists in his previous league season. Foden even received abuse from a section of United fans about his mum when City travelled to Old Trafford on 6th of April of last season. Pep condemned the abuse targeted at Foden, calling it quote-unquote lack of class. It was clear that on the field and off the field, the Foden people had grown accustomed to was nowhere to be seen. But these things happen. As they say, form is temporary, class is permanent. Everyone was desperately waiting for Foden to get back into the kind of form he had shown during the treble and the four-peat season, and it seemed a little break after the league season had done just that for him. During the revamped Club World Cup, Foden seemed rejuvenated, scoring 3 goals and providing an assist from 4 appearances. However, he started the 2025-26 season injured again, a knock to his ankle preventing him from starting any of the first 3 games. Pep Guardiola expressed his desperation for quote-unquote Phil to feel happy and play with the joy. He said, "One of the reasons why we struggled last season was because we missed him a lot in the final third, in the creativity, in our work ethic. He's top with that. We have a glimpse of, oh, he's coming back after the knock, but 1 week, then he stops. After he comes back, another knock. Nevertheless, after a slow start, Foden seemed to have regained his form by November. He began by scoring a brace in a 4-1 win over Dortmund in the Champions League group stage. His performances continued to improve over the month. He ended the month by scoring a brace against Leeds in the league, followed by another brace against Fulham to start December. He continued his fantastic form by scoring a goal and providing an assist in a 3-0 win against Sunderland, and scoring another goal against Crystal Palace in a 3-0 win away at Selhurst Park. Foden was truly back, having scored 6 goals in those 4 league games. For City, it was excellent news because before Foden hit this run of form, they were heavily dependent on Haaland for goals and desperately needed other attackers to contribute. Well, the good times haven't lasted as Foden, yet again, not only finds himself out of form, but out of the team. In the last 10 league games, Foden has started only 4 and hasn't played full 90 minutes in any of those starts. In games he hasn't started, he has hardly been used and has been left on the bench as an unused sub twice in this period. This is in stark contrast to the player tearing it up just in December. His last goal came on 14th December, and in this 10-game stretch, he has only provided 1 assist. What happened? There seem to be many factors contributing to his current predicament, not least of them being his lack of form. Foden has always been a versatile player, but as of now, he finds himself out of favor to accommodate more creativity in the lineup. The signing of Semenyo and more minutes to Cherki means Foden is getting sidelined as both these players play the positions Foden generally finds himself in. Tactically, Foden's flexibility is working against him as Pep pushes to find balance in that attacking lineup while also shoring up his midfield and defensive gaps. Guardiola's shift to a narrower shape to stop counter-attacks has also resulted in Foden's minutes being truncated, as Foden isn't the most elite presser and his defensive awareness puts City under pressure. For example, in the 2-2 draw against Forest, Foden failed to track Elliot Anderson, who proceeded to score the equalizer. While Cherki hasn't proven to be any better defensively, he does seem to have more creativity about him that as of now, City needs. Away from the pitch, it is also unknown if Foden is carrying any kind of injury, though from the looks of it, he seems fit as he started both the English friendlies in this international break. It could be mental too, as Foden wasn't in the best of headspaces last season, and there is sure a lack of confidence if nothing else. Could it be that he has fallen out of favor with Pep? Could it be that this is playing on his mind and is the cause of his lack of confidence? Could this be the end of Foden at his boyhood club? As of now, nobody knows. While off-the-field reasons are open to speculations, it is clear that his current form and Pep's current tactical shift means Foden's place in this team is no longer a guarantee, which is a shame because Foden remains one of the most technically sound players in Man City and England. But if this form continues, it could be curtains for him at City. Of course, 2 seasons of not so great form can be recovered from, but it remains to be seen if he has the mental fortitude to overcome this phase of his career. Thank you for watching. Like if you liked it, share if you find it worthy, and subscribe for more content like this. This is Salty Football.